All right, it's Saturday, February 8th. It's fucking like 70 degrees here this morning. Got a cold front blowing in this afternoon, but yeah, we're gonna go get some seat time. We're gonna run up, me and Zach are gonna run up to Munster, do a couple laps of Bill's Woods. So when the cold front blows in this afternoon, and then we got Super Bowl to watch tomorrow, so should be a good day. Yep. Yeah.
And then I'll go to the water cooler thing.
That'll work. We are starting our first build with the loop. It's 17 miles or something. This time we're gonna do it twice. Not take as many breaks.
Yeah, okay, so we are at Red River Motorcycle Trails. It's, I don't know, 15 miles north of Munster, Texas, right on the Red River, Oklahoma, Texas line. It's a public riding area. Texas doesn't have a lot of, actually, it's a private riding area. Texas doesn't have a lot of public land, so but this place has been around forever. And they had the Red Bull last man standing race here back in the early 2000s. It's a great place to go ride, but it's kind of gotten overtaken by buggies and stuff. But at least this part of Red River Motorcycle Trails is called Bill's Woods, and it's gated off from all the buggies. It is about a 17-mile single track loop. So because it's gated off, it's stayed good. It's a good trail. So our goal for today is we're gonna do 2 laps back to back. Working on endurance on this day. So yeah, we're on the start of our first loop, and yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Both of us are riding new gas EC300s. This is the bikes we're gonna be riding in Idaho this year. Absolutely love this motorcycle. Zach just got his, so this is his second ride, and yeah, he's liking the bike too. So it's going to be a much better weapon for all of us up in on our GRIT4 attempt this year. But anyway, right along here, and
Yeah, baby. That tank don't bother me a bit.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it's fine.
Definitely warmer today.
Yes, it is.
There you go. If we do 2 loops of this, I may be good.
Do what?
If we do 2 loops of this, I'll be.
Yeah, that'll be just right.
Water.
Yeah.
Someone just filled it up.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so this bike that I'm riding, it's a 2025 Gas EC300, and man, it's such a good bike. I actually bought another one, so I got a 24 EC300. They're the same. There was no changes, but bold new graphics. But anyway, that's my race bike. This one I've got rigged up for our adventure ride. So as you can see on the handlebars, I've got my Trail Tech Voyager Pro. I got a little phone mount, so when we're rolling into some new town in Idaho, looking for the motel or the Airbnb, I can throw my phone up there. It's street legal, so you can see I got a rear view mirror and a horn, headlight switch, high and low beams. Got a brake light, tail lights. I just took my flex bars off. I used to ride with flex bars, but after my last wrist surgery, my wrist do better, so I've went back to the stock bars, and I got the BRP bar mounts for the hand guards, and that's a solid setup. Got the Cyclo Pro bends on there, and that's a real solid setup. You can see the tank bag hanging down there, and that is a Moscow Moto Nat bag, and that bag is that's a really nice bag. What I carry in it's we wear headsets on the adventure trips, so I have a spare headset that's in the bag charging. I've got my couple extra GoPro batteries in there charging. You can throw your phone in there, some keys, stuff like that. So you'll see us talking about the tanks. We just put the Cherbus 3.9 gallon tank on, and it looks kind of big when you're looking at it, but you'll hear us talking. That tank doesn't bother me at all, and up there in Idaho, you need the 4-gallon tank, and we still got to carry 2 1-gallon gas bags on the trip. So anyway, I was just trying to give you a little rundown on the bike. It's a good setup. I got a giant loop tail rack on the rear fender. On this day, I just got my toolkit back there. When we do the GRIT4, we'll actually have giant loop Mojave saddlebags on too, and that'll have our hammock and a small blanket, because we're going to have to sleep on the trail at least 2 nights on that trip. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of a rundown on the bike. As you can see, we're down here in the ravine, so I'll be quiet and let you ride along for a minute.
I didn't cut these bars off at all, and I like that better too.
Yeah.
A little more leverage. Yeah, bike feels great.
Well, the bad part is once we finish this, we got to go back 3 miles in to get a drink again.
That's all right. I mean, we're just cruising.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, so I'm not working too hard.
Yeah, that's good. That's all I'm doing, just
That's perfect pace.
focusing more on technique, you know.
Yeah,
In the corners, just trying to push my weight, like push my heels down. And
yeah,
some of those hills with the roots and stuff, that's where, like, if you'll, like I said, just throw that clutch and, you know, get that front end, wheelie it,
yeah.
you know, help you. Just like that one back there, you kind of got stuck for a minute. I mean, you stayed in the clutch,
Yeah.
install it.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
Well, I caught my peg.
Yeah, no, that one's a weird one.
Yeah.
I gotta come up feet out. It's all weird. I thought today just taking a couple different lines.
Yeah, I like the tank. Doesn't bother me a bit.
You know, up here where it's at, you know, the Black Lagoon, if there's water, it's mud or whatever.
Yeah.
I've never gone that way. So you want to go that way the first lap?
Okay.
And then the second lap we can take the high line, which we normally do.
Yeah.
Or something different.
Because I've already done it 2 or 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so hey, I used to be a real proponent of the Recluse auto clutch, and I've gotten away from it. I don't care how good of a rider you think you are and how much you think you're using the clutch. I mean, because a Recluse you can use the clutch normal, or it has the auto function, but I thought I was managing that well, but it turns out I wasn't. I was really relying on that auto clutch, and I finally decided to take it out of the bike, and I can honestly say it was the best thing I ever did because now I'm forced to manage the controls, and you know if you keep the power on and you keep feathering that clutch, the bike becomes much more stable. With the Recluse, you're gonna chop the throttle and you think you're good, but you're not. You're at least that's my opinion. I dumped it. I'm not I'm not unhappy about it. So anyway, sharing that part too. All right, so you can see, the pace we're running. We're not running race pace, but we are deliberately trying to keep a solid, efficient pace going. Again, we're kind of training. We got a bunch. Our race season starts here in a few weeks. In fact, we got an enduro next weekend, so we're kind of prepping for that. But really, almost everything we do is geared for trying to be successful on our next Idaho GRIT4 attempt. And those days, I mean, you're running 150 miles, between 100 150 miles of single track in very remote Idaho side hill technical conditions. So to run that kind of distance every day, you got to be super efficient. It's just paramount that you're able to, ride at a steady pace while conserving as much energy as possible. And so much of what we do is geared for that. As you can see, I mean, we show up here, we bust out 40 miles, and it's all about preparation for our next big adventure. So yeah, it's always on our mind. Everything we try to do. It used to be the Tour of Idaho. Now it's the GRIT4, and it's awesome to have 3 or 4 buddies that have the same goals and aspirations and enjoy. A lot of people don't enjoy the grit. I mean, the grit's hard. It's stupid long, and it gets, everybody gets tested. So, you got to have some buddies, that think the same way you do. And the team Armadillo, we are all on that same path, and it's awesome. So, again, as you follow along here, I mean, we're just trying to maintain that steady pace to set us up to be successful in our next attempt. We're gonna go a little earlier this year. We're going, I think, the 3rd week of July. Try to beat some of the fire season up there. Trails may not be quite as clear, so we're still rolling the dice. But eh, you know, what's the worst thing that could happen? We won't finish, but we'll get to spend a week riding in Idaho again. So I think it's a win-win. I mean, we want to get it done, but we're gonna have fun anyway. Alright, we are 14 miles in. I believe this is about 16 and a
16.5 miles. But we're gonna do back to back. Today we're kind of working on, you know, endurance. So we're not gonna take a break. We're just gonna start the loop again.
So, today it's just me and Zach, and so I just wanted to kind of touch base on Team Armadillo. You know, the name started with the Tour of Idaho. Martin Hackworth, who managed the Tour of Idaho, assigns team names, you know, based on where people kind of come from and whatever information he can pick up. And the name really stuck with us. And, you know, so me and Dave Lucas were Team Armadillo. We got the Tour of Idaho done after our second attempt. And, you know, that grew. So now we've got Scott Bailey and Zach. And, you know, Scott, David, and I, we're all in our 50s. Zach, you know, he's 20 years behind us. You know, he's mid-30s, and yeah, but we're still all the same. It's great to have him on the team. You know, the rest of us are, you know, we struggle a little more than, you know, than a 30-year-old does, obviously, and it's awesome to, you know, to have Zach on the team. So, I mean, team makeup, it's so cool. And again, what I love about our race, our hobby is, you know, people of all ages totally get it.
16.5 miles in what, about an hour, huh? Yeah? It was about 9:15?
Yeah.
9:30? 10:30, 11.
It was 9:15 we pulled in the office.
Yeah,
Paid.
yeah. A little over an hour anyway.
So yeah, this one I'll record on my watch. We'll see.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so from here we just really have the bags to add, right?
Yep.
So
And
we shouldn't get much heavier.
the bags and a vest.
The vest doesn't feel anything. The first day doesn't feel like nothing.
Yeah.
Day 3, you go pick that thing up.
It's like, holy shit.
He's in.
But I'd rather have that on me than the bike. Yeah, tank's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Like I said, versus having it way down there.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, it should pull all the fuel out of this one, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's gonna splash up a lot easier. Yeah, let's go get a drink.